Okay, the last kind of big big idea is about grading for the class. So overall, this is how your grade is going to be computed. We will take 3 kind of unit exams, 1 final exam. There will be weekly lab, which will combine overall portion of grade. You'll have weekly homeworks. You'll have participation assignments for each set of videos, and then 4 participation quizzes. So, it's pretty heavy on exams and lab, and then homework, participation, and the quizzes kind of add up to get you to everything in total. And I'll have other videos talking about these different types of assignments. And when we come up to like tests and quizzes, I'll have more videos when we get closer about how to do those different things. The biggest point or the biggest purpose, I guess, of grading is to provide feedback to you. I try to have as many things be automatically graded as possible. That's why I really like the online homework through the active system. Pre-lab and technique assignments, part of the lab, will be graded you do assignments within Blackboard grades them. There's also other things that are not graded with participation assignments. Those are graded by me manually, but I will get those updated and the averages put into Blackboard weekly. Other lab assignments, like the notebook and the post lab, I'll get those graded within 1 week of the due date, so you get feedback before the next one. Basically, ideally, I'm getting the feedback on them to you before the next one is graded. And then for on-campus like assessments, so that'd be tests and participation quizzes, we will take those on Wednesdays on campus, and I will get the grades posted to Blackboard by the Friday afternoon. So later that week, and then I'll give you the papers back the next time we meet for class, which is generally the next week. But because of Thanksgiving, we do a test right before Thanksgiving. That will be a 2-week lag because I just won't see you on the Thanksgiving break. So that's the purpose of grades. I have a pretty involved grade book we'll see here in a little bit. There's a lot in there, but one of the biggest goals is that I want to make sure you know what your grade is right now and getting that feedback. So, on individual assignments, you can kind of change your performance. So let's head over to the Blackboard gradebook and see what that looks like. Okay, we're back in Blackboard and we want to see our grades. So you'll note this is just the information for the class is down when you scroll down. Across the top here is where there's different parts of the class. So the one we want to go to is gradebook. And in the gradebook, you'll see if you scroll down, there's 3 pages. There's a lot of assignments. Right, there's just a lot of assignments here. The kind of idea or the goal, I guess you can't even see, now that I'm looking, you can't even see all of them yet. There's a lot of them you can't see yet. So there's a lot of assignments here, and that's not meant to, the idea is there's a lot of little assignments. You'll see as we talk through these, some of these like these participations are just watching videos and answering questions and getting a participation grade, right? Getting all that stuff in there, post labs, right? For one lab, we have notebook, attendance, post lab, you'll see pre-labs, techniques. These are all small assignments, right? It's doing a lab. There's like 5 parts to the lab, one of which is just showing up. So there's a lot of assignments, and so because there's a lot, I want to make sure you're aware of how your overall grade standing. So within lab, there's item scores for all the different parts of the lab that will be posted and update. There is an overall lab score that will keep updated. There's a homework score, a participation score. The different components of the class will keep updated. And then at the very top, there's overall grade. You'll note there's been some of them that have this icon. It's like plus, minus, multiply, equal. Those means those columns those entries are calculated. So once you get a grade somewhere, it'll filter through all the calculations, and boom, you'll get an overall grade that'll show up here. And that overall grade will then be your kind of grade in the class. This is your score in the class as of right now, or as it stands now, and that will assuming that you will perform the same on all future assignments. So once you get the first test grade, the overall grade calculation will assume you will perform the exact same on all future tests. Exam 2, whenever you go to exam 1 is what you're going to go on exam 2, exam 3, and the final, right? So that's kind of an imperfect analysis. That's all Blackboard can do. I will provide additional resources as we get deeper into the class that will allow you to kind of figure out some hypotheticals of, well, what if I get this grade on exam 2 or this grade on exam 3, and you kind of see, kind of plot out where you can go or what kind of your possibilities are moving forward. That's it. Yeah, I encourage you to take a look. And, as grades get in, again, this will be your overall grade. This will be updated as we move along. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. Otherwise, that's it for kind of high level. The next few videos, we're going to start talking about these different parts of the class. What is participation? How do you do it? What is the homework? How do you do it? What's lab look like? So I'll see you in those videos.